But the point I'm making is, where do you find conservatism? You find it on a few websites, yes. You find it on a few blogs, yes. You find it in a few radio shows, yes. Tell me what happened to Newsmax. Tell me what happened to that outlet. What happened to them that suddenly they're glorifying the Democrat Party? It's almost exactly the same playbook as Schlepp Smith. Extremists need not apply, meaning anyone who's a true conservative need not apply to that outlet. Why? Why did that happen? I started the show talking about bullfighting being a barbaric sport, and I said it should be banned. Not so much because I care about the people who torture the animals and get injured from time to time, but because the animals do not deserve to be tortured, in my opinion. And I'd like your opinion on that if you wish. In Florida, Tony, you're the first up. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Michael, I just want to comment. I agree with you 100% regarding the bullfighting. And I got to be honest, every year that this goes on, I secretly hope that at least one of these idiots in the streets is killed. And I got to say, I smiled when I saw this. It's a good payback.
Well, it was the first time anyone's been mortally wounded in over 20 years, I believe. It's not every year that it happens. They get injured, the morons who get drunk and think that they're Ernest Hemingway. But the actual, ending like this, and Pamplona's San Fermin Festival with a death, is not that often. It's not the people I care about in this case. It's the animals, And by the way, this was one of the smallish bulls. He was just over a ton. His name was Cappuccino, right? But the fact of the matter is, you've got mobs of insane people torturing these thundering beasts. And what happened here is one of the bulls strayed from the pack, got spooked and charged at anything that moved. And this was the first fatality in 15 years because the rogue bull gored a young Spaniard in the neck. And the victim was killed almost instantly as he scurried for cover under a wooden barrier, sliding under its feet first. So there it is. There he is. They say had he dived headfirst, the experienced bull runner and son of a Pamplona native would probably still be alive. 9 people injured, etc. So the running of the bulls, made famous by Hemingway's novel The Sun Also Rises, is what it is. Everyone thinks they're Hemingway when they get drunk and run down there. But I feel bad for the bull Cappuccino because they torture them, by the way. After torturing them with the picadors and then killing them, before they kill them, they torture the poor animal, So what do you think about that?
It's horrible, and I think it should be banned. And as I said, I am very pleased that somebody was killed. Every year.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased somebody was killed. What does that make us if we say we're pleased? I don't think we should say it's great. But on the other hand, the sport itself is what needs to be looked at. Thank you for the call. Jim in San Diego, you like bullfighting. Welcome to the program. Go ahead, please.
Yes, I do like bullfighting, and my goal is not to convert anybody to liking bullfighting, but there's a little more to it, quite a bit more to it than I think your opening comments were. For one thing, the idea that it started with the Moors is a very dubious history. There's history.
Well, hold on now. Just because you're using do, be, us, do, be, us, that's a 3-syllable word doesn't make you 3 times as correct.
To be used as a way for soldiers to practice their horsemanship and their war techniques from horseback.
Well, I can cite my reference to the fact that the Arabs or the Moors introduced bullfighting to Spain, but let's deal with that at a separate time since we can argue over that. And both of us might be wrong, by the way, or both of us might be right in one way or another. What is it about bullfighting that you find noble?
Okay, what I think it is we live in a world that has become so much a nanny state that any kind of a risk is completely prohibited. We're required to.
Wait a minute. I don't care about the risk. I don't care about the risk to the bullfighter. I care about the torturing of the bull. Here's what's on michaelsavage.com, America's favorite, well, I can't say favorite, just one of America's best websites. Even the leftist Pew Hispanic Center, can you imagine that? Pew. The Pew Hispanic Center? What's that? What about a Pew Caucasian Center? Would that go over? Would that work? I don't think so. Why can they get away with a thing called a Pew Hispanic Center? Isn't that sort of racist? Well, even they're admitting that the illegal aliens in California are draining the state dry. Oh, they try to spin it, but read the article. The real big story from yesterday is the picture of Obama ogling a 16-year-old's behind. And I wrote, Obama caught ogling a child. What class? Of course, all of the media in America is covering up and saying he was just watching his own step. Oh, sure. You remember what I said yesterday with this going on in the White House with his daughter wearing a T-shirt, walking around what appears to be a gangbanger at the G8 summit? What in the world if, let us say, another president had a family acting like this? Would you say the Beverly Hillbillies? Yeah, I guess. Down on the left, we have on michaelsavage.com, Geert Wilders, the next Dutch PM. Who's he? Why, he's the man known for his worldwide views on Islam taking over Scandinavia. He was vilified by the British who banned him from the UK, and guess what? He's running for the Prime Minister's job. Hey, California, here I come. Don't miss Ellis Washington's article, J'accuse England, J'accuse America, where he compares Michael Savage to who? You'll have to read it to find out. Wes Pruden, as usual, writes a fabulous article about Obama entitled, Ministry of Apology Would Cure All Ills. We're going to talk about that in detail. Korea diplomats are protesting Obama appointments. Obama is the first president to greet Muhammad Gaddafi. And, of course, it was more than a handshake because this way he reaches out to world's terrorist leaders thinking that by making nice, they're going to be nice. And on the bottom of michaelsavage.com, we have an article from the Associated Press of the running of the bulls in Pamplona where a young man got killed. I'm sorry for the young man, but I say it's time to end this barbaric torture. Leave the damn bulls alone. This is the Savage Nation. Be sure to visit michaelsavage.com.
Michael Savage. Afternoons 3 to 7 on Talk 910 KNEW and online at 910KNEW.com.